Greetings and welcome to the Tuesday Morning Vodkast podcast. I'm wearing my dirtiest shirt this morning. Jeez, I'm like a goddamn wizard these days. Good morning, all you Billy Bumblers out there. Anybody, you guys, I told you what Billy Bumblers are, right? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Billy Bumblers are a little raccoon-like, dog-like creature from the world of Stephen King and the Dark Tower series. Here's a picture of one. Yeah. Oi. That's Oi. Wow. I haven't read those books in a while. Maybe time to go back. Hey, I have been so bummed out lately. Let me explain it a little bit. I don't want to go into great detail because I don't want to bring everybody down with my dour mood. Dapper? What does dapper mean? Let's look up what dapper means. I'm not sure. I think dapper means proper and prim. Neat and trim. Close enough. Yeah, not dapper. I've been kind of, I've been bummed out at the world lately. Like, it seems like, to me at least, the majority of people that I encounter on a regular basis, if I have to go to the grocery store or wherever I am out in the world, a doctor's office, a dentist's office, driving, walking down the street, no one is nice to each other anymore. That's putting it as mildly as possible. Like, I was at the bus stop, and I usually walk back and forth. I usually get about 3,000 steps in when I'm waiting for the bus. Pretty awesome, huh? And there was these two older gentlemen that walked by, and like I just watched them to see if they'd make eye contact or say hi, and nothing. They just kept talking and walking and going by, and that's not a big deal. That's the best case scenario. Like, the worst case scenario is the just assholes you run into. I'm talking about the people like, I mean, it mostly is when I'm shopping. This is when I notice it, shopping and driving the most. Like, everybody's got to be first, and whatever their thing is at the time is more important than anything else in the world. And I try to be patient, but lately these days, I can't take it much anymore. Like, I don't even like going to the store. I don't like running into people. Like, I used to love to, like, I was kidding around with somebody this morning on Facebook when I said, I lost my smile with COVID, and I always smiled. Obviously, I mean, I've been pushing that for about 8 years. Like, I try to, at the very least, if I can't do something better in the world that day, at least smiling like changes a person's day. It brightens things up. It elevates their serotonin or some chemicals. I don't know shit. But I've just seen it getting worse and worse. And I think my opinion is that a lot of it comes back to social media and the division it's created. Not that the division hasn't always been here, but social media gave it a real head, a real voice, and it's really spearheading the downfall of human civilization. I mean, in the worst cases that it's used. Not like this. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with what we do here. I think we have a grand old time. Some people laugh, some people cry, but I never come here to hurt anybody. My intentions here are to have fun and give you something that I hope you enjoy watching. Fortunately, that is the end of my complaining for today. I'm trying to be far more conscious of being less judgmental, but it's hard. Let's read some questions from our audience here. Okay. Joey Nichols says, which scent do you find most soothing? Joey Nichols, that's a good question. Not really floral smells. Maple syrup, actually. When I smell that, or breakfast in general, that's the most soothing smell in the world to me. Like, Carol, oftentimes on Saturday or Sunday mornings, if she's not working Saturday, she'll get up and she'll just make this ridiculous breakfast. And you just smell it. And it's just, like, I have a bad sniffer to begin with. So when I can connect with the smell, then it's pretty awesome. Another smell would be the Waxorama or the Moldorama. Here's a machine over here. I've talked about them, and there's the link if you want to watch the video all about them. Saucy Nipples asks, what is a language you love to listen to, even if you don't speak or understand it? I like that, the job of the Huttonese language. That's kind of, boshuda, No, probably Italian, though. Italian is a pretty nice language to listen to. French with a real heavy French accent. I like to hear that too. Sorry, is that racist? I don't know. Let's get racist for a second. All right. I apologize to all the French people out there. You've been persecuted for too long in your French fries. Oceans or mountains, and why? This is a tough question. Oh, who was that? That was Billy Tits, Jimmy Titnits, Jimmy Titnits from Alabama, Alaska. Alabama, Alaska. I didn't know there was a city called Alabama in Alaska. Well, Jimmy Titnits, or whatever the fuck your name was. I love both of them pretty equally. Like, that's a tough... if somebody had a gun to my head, I'd probably go mountains because I don't spend a lot of time in the ocean. Nor do I in the mountains, for that matter. I mean, we live in the Blue Ridge Mountains, but I mean, not in, not up on a mountain. I don't have to like walk through the woods or anything if I don't want to. I could. Every time I've been to Virginia Beach since we've lived here, I see the light as it shines on the sea and it calls me. And I love being near the ocean. I love hearing the ocean. I love waking up to the ocean. I love seeing the sun, dipping into or coming out of the ocean. Sunrises at the beach. I don't think there's much you can beat. Maybe in the mountains. I don't think so. Betty Woolworth from Shitsworth, Kentucky asks this: what is your favorite thing about your personality? That's a deep question. That's something I feel like I almost need to think about. That I'm not quick to anger. I think that's a big thing, because that's something I struggled with for a few years. Like, everything just pissed me off and I was just directing it outwards. Now I just bottle it up inside and I wait for it to blow out the side of my head someday. Or, that sounded terrible. I didn't mean that like in a suicidal way. I meant that like, you bottle things up and it hemorrhages your brain. That sounds just, oh my God. Billy Bumworth from Botswana asks, what color would you choose to describe yourself? Gray. Maybe purple, like a purplish gray, like that, like a lavender, and it's slightly ashy lavender. There is a mystery, or gray is such a neutral color. It's not black, it's not white, it's not good, it's not evil, it's not light, it's not darkness. It's the balance. And I think, but the purple in there, that enough to just kind of give it a little bit of life, I think. So neutral life. Life neutral. Chaotic neutral. You guys want to make some D&D characters? Let's roll the die. Let's see if I beat the eagle today. 18. I beat the eagle today. Excellent. Shanks at Timmy Time's Good Time Prison is asking this: what is something you have accomplished as an adult that your younger self would be proud of? Not a whole hell of a lot, I gotta say. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, there were things that I probably would have been proud of if I had accomplished as an adult, that my younger self would have been like, you fucking did it, man. You goddamn did. You put the work in. You threw a little elbow grease into it. You dropped people's elbow and, you got there. You did it. But, I mean, I'm proud of myself as an adult, not because of any worldly accomplishments, I guess. I've never had a good paying job, but I feel like I'm a pretty goddamn fantastic father and husband and a friend. I'm definitely a good friend to people that, or I try to be his best friend of people to all the people, everyday people, everyday people. All right, one more question, and then we're going to wrap this up for the day. King Toomba from the deepest, darkest jungles of Mississippi asks this: if your pet could talk, what would their voices sound like? What would they say about you? Okay, so their voices, let's go through them. I've got five cats and a dog. So let's do this. Let's start with Compy. Duh, I'm Compy. I'm so stupid. Hey, is that food? Don't get in my way. I'm gonna eat all your food. That's Compy. Okay, we gotta go with the obvious next. That's Bunny. She's our 900-year-old cat who lives in the basement. Kill me. Kill me. Okay, that was her. Spunky, he's our orange cat. He slightly overweight. Really weird kind of cat, kind of the way he sits up sometimes and licks his stomach. It's a crazy thing. Hey guys, would you guys mind rubbing my tummy a little bit more? I really was into that. Luna, the wild cat. Luna, Luna, Tuna, Tuna, Luna. Luna would speak a little bit something like this. Humans, I wish to go outside and kill animals. Release me now, or I will cut your throat in my sleep. Or in yours. Yeah, okay. Stella's our fluffy little cat. There's nothing to her, but she has so much fur. She's just, I'll put pictures up. I'm sure I can find pictures of my animals. Oh, what would she sound like? Don't think about putting that hand anywhere near my tummy, or you'll find my teeth wrapped around your finger. And Moose, our tiny little gray cat. No, that's not it. That's not it.
What was that? Oh, pet me. Don't pet me. Pet me. Don't pet me. Oh, get away from me. I love you.
So that's my cat's voices. You know what they'd say about me? You're fucking awesome, Jay. And you guys are fucking awesome. And if you guys are loving watching these as much as I am loving making them, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and hit the little bell icon. It'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile today. And take care of each other out there. Be good to one another, please, please. Pass along what you have learned. Help you, it will. Also, we sell merchandise. There's a link in the comments below. I'm Jason Oliveira. I'll catch you guys in the next episode of the Vodkast podcast. Take care, and boy howdy.